channel focuses on beauty, fashion, and lifestyle, and I'd appreciate if you guys went ahead and subscribe. Also give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. And if you guys haven't seen my previous video, I would definitely suggest that you guys went ahead and check it out because it's a juicy ass story time. And in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys an Apetamin update because even though I was gone off YouTube for quite some time, I still got DMs asking about my goal weight, my journey, if I was still taking Apetamin, and all of that. And instead of answering each and every individual, I've decided to just come in here and just let you guys know the full tea, like the whole tea about Apetamin. So first and foremost, I no longer take Apetamin, and I'm gonna get into why I stopped taking Apetamin. But I'm just gonna backtrack of when I started Apetamin. So I started my journey 3 years ago, June 2016, and my start weight was 118 pounds, and I was very insecure and unhappy at that point in my life, and I was just over people with their rude comments, you know, and them comments used to hurt my feelings. Like, I used to tell them off, but them comments used to hurt my feelings. So I was so over that. Plus, I just wanted to know how these thick bitches be feeling, you know. I wanted to know what the hype was about. You know, I wanted to be thick too. So I went online one day, was just searching up how to gain weight, because you know, you hardly see videos or anyone talking about how to gain weight. It's normally how to lose weight. So I just went on YouTube and decided to search how to gain weight. And to my surprise, it was a lot. It was a lot of videos. And I watched a couple of videos and all of them had something in common, and that was Apetamin. I was watching videos for 2 days straight, you know. I was so invested. I was so into it. And I was sold. I'm like, okay, these girls are getting bomb-ass results. Like, they moving from twig to fucking thick. Like, I'm trying to be like that. And no one had anything bad to say. They were all great results, you know. So I went ahead and made my purchase, and my item came. I started taking it immediately. So on the box, I think it says adults is supposed to take a certain amount, so you get a measuring cap. And on the measuring cap, it has 3 measurements: 5 ml, 10 ml, and 15 ml. So adults are supposed to take 10, kids are supposed to take 5. Right off the bat, I started off 15 ml 3 times a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I was gaining weight. Like, it's been a week and I was already seeing results. It was less than a week actually, and I was already seeing results, and I was so happy because even my boyfriend was like, oh my god. He was okay with how I looked, but it was just me. I was a problem. Like, I wasn't happy, and I was seeing the results like I said. So I decided to cut down my dosage. So I'll take 10 ml for breakfast, 15 ml for dinner, and I was eating 4,000 calories a day because these girls were saying you have to eat to maintain the weight. I even had an app where I documented everything that I ate, and sometimes I was missing a few calories. That app will suggest foods that could help you reach that goal calorie. I was getting mad weight, my booty was fat, but the only problem was I was getting a tummy. But I wasn't really too pressed about the tummy because I said I would sign up for the gym, so I wasn't really too pressed. But the ass was getting fat. It was looking good in my Fashion Nova jeans, okay? So life was good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. Nobody could talk to me at this point. During this time, I was feeling pain, like abdominal pain. Like, pain used to shoot from my hoo-ha to my rear end. And I used to wonder, like, what the hell is that? But I didn't really, like, to question it, and I wasn't thinking it was Apetamin or anything like that. And someone said to me it was my menstrual cycle. Like, sis, I know my body, and I've never had menstrual cramps. Never ever. For the 7 days that I am on my period, I've never experienced cramps. So I know that's like out the window. But I was kind of still thinking about it because at that time my period didn't come yet. So I'm like, okay, maybe. But then it came, it wasn't that. So I was feeling cramps. But one thing about these cramps, like each and every time I had cramps, it's like it's worse than before. I had cramps on different days, you know, at this point I wasn't really counting, but I was just thinking everything is normal, you know. I wasn't thinking about going to the doctor or anything. So there's one day in particular, I was on my way home from work. My boyfriend had picked me up, so we in the car chatting it up, and we pull up in the driveway getting ready to come in the house. I don't know where I felt the pain struck me so hard, like it was so bad. So I was sitting in the car, and he's like, oh, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm in pain. And I couldn't even say I'm in pain out loud, because even saying I'm in pain pains, like it was no joke. So he was laughing, you know, because he don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on either. I just know it's in pain. And we was in the car for like 30 minutes trying to contemplate, how am I going to get out of this car, right? So I tried to put one leg out the car, girl. Like, I thought I was going to die. And he was just laughing. And at a point, I found it funny. I was trying to laugh. I could not even laugh. I could barely talk. I couldn't even cry. Like, I'm trying to find the tears. The tears were there, but I'm just trying to hold it back because crying hurts. So he left me at the car. Mind you, he's very small like I am. And I know I was heavy because a bitch was gaining weight. And he sat me on the couch, and I wanted to pee so bad. So I'm on the couch. I'm like worrying, like, how am I going to get off? I attempt to stand up, but that was impossible. So I had to went down on all fours and crawl to the bathroom. And I was surprised I didn't pee myself. So now I'm crawling down the stairs now because I still can't walk. I'm still in pain. So he was already downstairs. And he was just there videoing me, laughing hysterically, him and his sister. And I have a video.
Shakera crawling down the stairs because she don't know what's wrong with her and don't want to go to the hospital.
Stop!
You see her stink feet? And my gay sister. Shakera, stop crawling!
Can you stop? I'm not playing. And the way I was behaving, it was just so funny. Well, to them it was funny. To me, I was dying. After a while, I came down. I laid on the floor for like an hour before I was even falling asleep. And the pain went away. I just hurry up and shower. That's the quickest shower I've ever had, because I'm like, okay, I don't want this pain to come back. So hurry up and take like a 3-minute shower. I don't care. But that's how fast I showered. I went straight to bed. Anyway, boom. So another time again, no one was home. I was in the shower and I left my phone downstairs. So the pain struck and I was laying over on the tub trying to find the tears, you know, and I can't cry out for help because there's no one home. Try to make my way out the tub slowly, because if I move fast, it was over. And mind you, at this time the pain was worse than the time before that. So I came out the tub. I was laying on the mat, butt naked, wet. I was disgusted. Again, I wasn't thinking it was Apetamin. That's the sad part. I wasn't thinking it was Apetamin. I was thinking it's just normal. Like, I've reached the age where just shit in my body just starts to fuck up. So when the new year began, I went to my GYN and I was just asking questions, because since the pain is like down there, he started to ask me like, what am I doing? Like, you know, so I'm telling him like, you know, ever since I started Apetamin, things just been happening. So he's like, what is Apetamin? Because he's never heard about it. I kind of like pull back and like, what? You're a doctor? Okay. So anyways, he's like, oh, you should go to your primary care doctor. So I went to my primary care doctor the day after, and I was telling her the situation, and first question she asked me is, how did I get this thing? Was it prescribed to me? I'm like, no, I just was watching videos and I just bought it from a vendor, whatever the case may be. And she's like, and it's a vitamin, right? I'm like, yeah, that's what it says. She's like, first of all, stuff like that, if it's not doctors approved, or I forgot what she, oh my god, she said something like, if it's not something to do with health approved, I forgot the term or the abbreviation or whatever it is, but she's saying if it's not doctors approved, then I shouldn't be taking this stuff. So anyways, now she was like, what's happening? And I told her that I was in pain and that every time the pain gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And she was like, oh my god, that's crazy. So now she's like, okay, give her a second, because she's gonna do her medical research on this product. And she told me, like, you know, it's a known product in like Africa for kids who's malnutritious and stuff like that. And she also told me, like, it's not something to take on a regular basis. Like, I shouldn't be taking it every day. And she's like, okay, I should stop and see if that's what's causing all the abdominal pain. I stopped for the entire 2017. I wasn't taking it. The cramps were gone. I was fine. So I'm like, okay, it's the Apetamin. Before I stopped taking Apetamin, I was 145 pounds, and I was happy with that because that was my goal weight, and I was super happy. In 2018 now, my weight kind of, you know, it decreased. Started taking it again in the end of 2018. But this time I kind of switched up everything. So I was taking it less dosage, less days. I'll take 15 milliliter once a day. I wasn't gaining the weight rapidly like I was at first, but I was gaining some weight. And so now my new goal weight was to be 150, because now I dropped to 130. At a point I feel like it wasn't working, but it was. So anyway, now again the cramps came back, because there's times I'm talking to people and I'll just pause, like I'll be like, 1 second. I know they're probably looking at me like, bitch, what the f wrong with you? I stopped again. I'm like, you know what? I guess this ain't for me. I should just listen to my doctor. I wasn't trying to keep up with the Jones no more. I know they say pretty hurts, but that pain that I was going through is like, bitch. I felt like I was gonna die. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, it was terrible. But I came to a realization that I should just love myself and be happy with the skin that I'm in, and God loves me. And that's all that matters. And my man loves me whether I'm skinny or thick. So that's my experience with Apetamin. And I see this new thing come out, Ultra Boost, some drink in an orange bottle. It's a tea. I'm just hoping you guys please do your research. And when I say research, don't go on YouTube searching what these other girls' results are. Go to your doctor, because that's what I should have done in the first place. And that's basically my Apetamin story. I've never ever put in anything in my body. I'm done trying to find ways and means to make me thick. I'm just happy with how I am. Like, I'm just gonna love myself. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.